Okay, well, I'm actually with Reece Watson, and we're on the Raw Stadia stand, and this is a new company set up by Reece, and you've got a good pedigree behind you, but can you tell me a little bit about the company, Reece, and how it came to be?
Yeah, so I was at Arsenal for 14 years, where I was head groundsman at the Emirates Stadium. I took a much data-driven approach. I like to learn by numbers and try and make informed decisions in what I do. I also wanted to see how the surface affected the players and how I adapt, and if I can have an influence in what I do. We noticed a difference in what we were doing and the effect the surface was having on the players, and yeah, I felt it's a good idea to create a company that we can really focus on that and take it to the next level and go from there.
Now, that data before the company was set up, how did you manage to identify the data? Did you come up with the kit to make that work?
No, there's a few companies. It's kind of derived, especially from artificial pitches. So a lot of testing equipment's come from there, but it's adapting the parameters and the results that match natural grass, because players react differently on a natural grass surface than artificial, and that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of data. But for the 7 months we've had the system, we've found some incredible things out, more than I could ever imagine. So no, it's really exciting for us and for the industry.
So having taken that big step to leave Arsenal and form your own company, that was earlier this year?
Yes, I left in February this year, so it's been a roller coaster 7-8 months up until now.
So can you just tell me what the process you've gone through since February to get to where we are sitting in Saltex, the biggest trade show in the country? You're exhibiting. You've obviously done a lot of work between February and now.
Yeah, no, we've been developing special testing packs where we give clubs. We've been developing our software, which is a lot of work, and it's also building up the business, so we're able to cope with the demands of elite football and stuff like that. So it's been very challenging. It's pushed me completely out of my comfort zone, but no, I've really enjoyed the challenge, and I think we're doing okay. We're also working with a few clubs that really believe in what we're doing, and they've really embraced it, and yeah, I can't thank them enough, because their feedback has been absolutely incredible.
Now, if a club, and you're talking about the fact that at the moment it's elite football clubs who are signing up with you, when a football club does sign up with you, what happens? What do they get from Raw Stadia?
Yeah, so they get testing equipment packs, they get training on how to use the testing equipment, and then they get player analytics software, which they can log their data to, analyse trends. I don't believe in just giving people numbers. I want to support them, so they can learn about the data and they can adapt to it and actually do something with it. Everyone can just write numbers on an Excel sheet, but it's got to be something much more than that, and you've got to be able to do something with that data to make an informed decision.
Now, we look at football pitches now, particularly compared to maybe in the 70s, we saw the pitches then. They look immaculate now. You still think there's room for improvement for a lot of football stadia pitches?
Yeah, no, we kind of base our opinions on football pitches on the aesthetics. So if it's green, if it's striped up, we associate that as a good football pitch. And don't get me wrong, they mostly can. But where I want to take it is to actually show the influence of what it's having on the player, which hasn't. It's been looked at a little bit, but we want to go that next step further, and that's important, because at the minute groundsmen kind of feel threatened that they're going to get blamed by an injury or something like that. But the thing is, the sports performance teams, they measure everything, and if they're not measuring the surface and everything else is perfect within their data, they're going to start blaming the surface. So we want to give them that data beforehand, so then they can actually adapt and do something with it, rather than a player get injured and then start turning to the groundsman to blame. Because yeah, I've been on the receiving end of when a £70 million footballer gets injured, and then all of a sudden they're looking at you trying to blame you for it. It's a lot of pressure, and I honestly feel if we can work together and move forward together, then yeah, we can go to the next step further and a bit more coherent, a bit more as a team. So that's
Well, you've obviously coming from the other side of the business and moving into this side of the business. No one could be better placed to help going forward. So good luck with the company. We'll work as Turf Matters as much as we can with you to help you on that way, and good luck. Smashing.
Thank you very much. No.
Okay.